Everybody, this is Akash Angle. Welcome to my channel on YouTube, and today we'll be talking about a phishing attack. Yes, so basically, how you create a link wherein you fish or you pull out the details of the end user and use it for your own so-called purposes of reconnaissance, that is, collection of the information. So that's called reconnaissance. And let me tell you, first of all, what we are going to do over here is completely legal, but make sure you don't get caught. And I'm not responsible whatsoever, whomsoever this might affect, and the consequences, you are responsible. So please try it at home on yourself, or just toy around with it, but don't cause any harm. That's all said. Let us begin. So here we go. Ta-da! All set. So what we're gonna do? We have some devices. So I have a computer over here. It's a first device. Second device is my phone. All right, it's my phone. So this will be act as a payload. A payload. Okay, wherein we'll throw some data on the end user. And the third machine or the device will be the victim's device over here. So this one, right? This one. So let us begin. So what we can do is we'll go to a browser. I'm using a browser called Vivaldi. So I'm not using Google Chrome. I'm not using Firefox. I'm using something which is really rare. So that's the way to go. So that's what I prefer. And instead of Google, I'm using DuckDuckGo. So DuckDuckGo.com. So yeah, and first of all, for phishing, you need to know what the victim is fond of. Say a link. Say over here, a victim is fond of, um, for example, um, news related to Linux. So say Ubuntu Linux. So I go over here, I just type Ubuntu Linux news, and I get this one. This sounds good. Just open it, just a random, so like probably, and say overview. This is something new. So the I believe my victim might fall for this particular sort of a payload or a link. So we are doing something called as click jacking or click nabbing. Yeah. So I'll tell you the process. So what happens is I copy this link, and you know we'll be creating three different links. So on a single link, I repeat, three links on one link. So how do we do that? The first link will be the base link, the base link. Second one will be the link in the middle, right in the center, and the third link will be above it. So this will be masked. This will be the phishing link, and the bottom link will be the original link. So this is the original link. Now we need to go two steps ahead. All right. So how do we go about it? So now this particular link, I will be going to, um, we need to find some details of the end user, say A, geolocation, B, the ISP which it's using, C, the IP address, fourth one, probably which browser they are using, then fifth and sixth, like, is it an Android, is it an iOS, is it a BlackBerry, is it a tablet, or say which browser they are using, and finally which device they are using, the name of the device. So just via one link, imagine, we can find so many details. That's called reconnaissance. How beautiful it is. It's an art, believe me. Just see how it works. So I just type IP logger, and I land up over here. So I just sign in over here, and um, it's okay if you guys see my email address, and let me just have a look. So we'll be using the first one, never. Okay, So the link, I'll be pasting it over here, and I'll be getting the IP logger code, and this is the IP logger code. I'll be copying it. As soon as I copy it, what I'll be doing is I'll be opening a new tab. I'll be opening my um, I'm pasting it over here. So as you can see over here, even though this is HTTPS, it's secured, but this link looks suspicious. So that's not good, right? So we need to hide it. So I'll be going over here. I'll be using a third-party URL shortener. Just a moment. So let it open. Let it open. Okay, so we need not log in over here. We just paste it over here, and boom, it should come within a few seconds. I'm copying this. Always a good habit to paste it over here. So yeah, so this is our payload. So as you can see, this is pretty safe. A, it is coming from a legitimate source. B, it has HTTPS. It's a shortened link. You can use any shortened link of your choice, bit.ly or anything. So this one is fine. So now what we're gonna do is we gonna send this to the victim, and I'm gonna open this, and I'm gonna paste it over here. Just wait and send. I'll just delete this message. And you can see I just got. So yeah, this is just a warning. It's fine. Just a link. Everybody gets that. It's a quarantine season nowadays. I'm just opening the phone over here. Um, I'm just opening the message. Opening the message, and you can see, yes, the message is being read. The message is read, but let's see what happens later. So I need to check it physically on the machine and show you guys what's happening. So I'm waiting, and like, you need to wait for around, say, 1 minute or so after the blue tick mark. So user needs to click it. Anyways, so it's not since it's a blue tick mark, it doesn't mean that user has read it. Of course, they have read it, but whether they've clicked it or not, we need to confirm from our end. So we go over here. Let's prove it. You can go to your IP loggers, last seen IP logger, and ta-ta, Bharti Airtel. This is the IP address. Well, you got something over here. It's from India. Yes, of course, I'm in India as of now, and it's an Android. It's a Chrome browser. Wow, we got a lot of information. We got the IP address, we got the time, we got the date. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. And I'll show you something really, really important. Just a moment. Let me just zoom this a bit more. Let me just copy this. I'm just copying this, and I'm opening, going over here, pasting. You can see it's an Android 8.1. That's Oreo 8.1 confirm, and wow, we got the name of the mobile and the model number. It's Moto G5 Plus, and it's using Google Chrome as the browser, which has been proved before over here. It's a Google Chrome browser. Post that it's a version 80 and so mobile Safari, and this is the user agent. So just to confirm, it's an Android. It's using is the link has been viewed on Google Chrome. It's using a cellular network. Note that this particular victim's phone, which is proved over here, is a Motorola, as in Motorola, which has been proved over here, is using a cellular network. It's Airtel. This is the IP address. Doesn't matter. It's a dynamic IP, so it changes. So I'm pretty much secure. Just a test phone. Just a test phone. So this setup is a dummy setup. So don't worry that. I'm just testing it on myself. So yeah, that's pretty much it, and I think this much information is more than enough. If you want more, you can trace the geolocation and all while going into the maps. So It's up to you. You can do the homework. Thank you so much for watching.